My name is Kara Church. I'm a junior here at USD, and I'm majoring in real estate with a minor in leadership studies. And I first got involved with Rachel's my freshman year, and I just really liked the atmosphere and being able to talk with the women there. I actually then became a leader my sophomore year, and I take a group of students down there and kind of educate them a little bit about homelessness.
I'm a sophomore at USD. I'm an international relations and Spanish major. I'm also part of university ministry. So I'm a university ministry scholar. And part of our scholarship requirements is that we have to do either a Tijuana like day trip or a Rachel's Night Shelter. And so coming into freshman year, I didn't know what it was about, so I figured I'd just go with Rachel's because I wanted to learn more about it. So I went on the first trip, fell in love, went on 8 trips last year, and now we're here.
Homelessness is a very rampant problem in San Diego, especially in downtown. It's one of the biggest homeless populations. And so part of USD's efforts is to go down to Rachel's shelter and share a meal with the women, hear their stories. And part of that process is analyzing our own stereotypes of homelessness.
We teach this thing called Catholic social teaching, and it's like the 2 feet of justice, or of like Catholic social teaching, and it's charitable works and social justice, and we want to like put those into action.
As a Catholic, I've been taught my whole life to serve those that are less fortunate than I am in any way that I can, and it's informed by this something called Catholic social teaching, which is every single human has this inherent dignity, and we should treat everybody with respect for the common good of society. And so in that teaching is one of the themes called preferential option for the poor, which is talking about the most vulnerable people in society. And so this idea is that we don't love them any more or less, we just love them in a different way because their needs are different. Also in the Gospels it talks a lot about helping the poor and helping our brothers and sisters, like I said, that are most vulnerable. And so even like my own faith, like learning like through the Bible, through these teachings, tells us to do so.
It's really important that you have one foot is charitable works, and the charitable works is something like you go down and you serve the food and then you leave, right? That's charitable work, that's like immediate need, and then you satisfy that. But then there's the social justice foot, and to move towards justice, you have to move both feet. So what the Catholic social teaching is that on the social justice hand, you have to take that with you, like take your experiences with you, and then change something.
So working with homeless people is something I'm really passionate about, and it's very rewarding for me and I find joy in just being able to hear people's stories and meet like people from different walks of life, and being a Rachel's leader, I'm able to like share that with other people and inform them on this problem that is so rampant and is just continuing to grow. And so like for myself, like learning ways that like I can help in small ways, even if it might not make a big change that like everybody can see, at least I can do what I can in my community.
Now I'm a leader, but last year I went on 8 trips, like I said, 6 of which were through the Rachel's Night Shelter program that we have here, and then 2 of which were on the San Diego immersion trip. So it's like a 4-day long immersion in downtown San Diego, and it's kind of an immersion into the world of homelessness that we experience when we walk down the streets. Totally changed my life. So we went 2 times there, and it was awesome, transformative. I loved it. And then this year I went 2 times as a leader. So it's been really exciting.
So when I went on the San Diego immersion trip my freshman year, I met this lady named Julie, and she was just so full of joy. Every time I saw her, she just had a smile on her face and was just beaming with this hope, and I was like, how could a person in this situation be so hopeful? I want to be able to do something for her, but I think just being able to see her and just that we have that connection has been really like impactful for me. and is still inspiring because she's just fighting like each day and is just so determined and is keeping that positive mindset that, you know, she's gonna find a place to live, and she just hasn't like given that up. She just has this instilled like hope in her. And so that has changed me and changed my heart, and is one of the many reasons why I go to Rachel's. And I always keep her like in the forefront of my mind, even if I'm not going to see her. I just know that when I go to Rachel's, I think of her, and I think of her like gleaming smile and face.
All the dates for Rachel's are full this semester, but next semester we're going to have a bunch more, and we really encourage people to sign up. It goes pretty fast, which is kind of like a double-edged sword because we want more spots for people, but we only have like a few dates. So if anyone's interested about learning more, check out the website.
So I just encourage students to maybe dig a little deeper into this issue of homelessness, just because it is, you know, a growing population, and there's a lot of different organizations that are trying to figure out the best solution to end homelessness. And so maybe as part of those efforts, I challenge students to take it upon themselves and learn a little bit more about the homeless population, maybe in their own hometown or even in San Diego. And I also challenge students to look at the stereotypes that they hold about homelessness, and maybe trying to break down those stereotypes.